Hello and welcome to the Must Have Lot series. Today we are going to be looking at the world of Ravenwood, which is the world that comes with the Life and Death expansion pack. This world has 3 different neighborhoods and a very distinct style, and I think I found some fabulous lots for here, so let's go ahead and hop into this Must Have Lots. We're going to start down here in Crow's Crossing with the Cemetery lot because this is a new lot type that comes with the Life and Death expansion pack. This is the Cemetery Cathedral by ThatSimsChick, and the gallery photo just caught my eye immediately, and I was like, I have to have that in my game. Can we take a moment? Like, oh my god, she's stunning. Absolutely beautiful. The stained glass detail here is to die for. They use a lot of the Castle Estate kit, but I feel like the Castle Estate kit and Life and Death go so good together. Inside the build, a lot of the top floors are set dressing, so it won't crash your game, because some really big builds can crash your game easily, but this one is not actually as big as it seems, which I really like. And then once you get to the bottom floor, you are met with this beautiful church-esque setting. You can have your funeral services here. It's set up for you to do so. And then they have these beautiful stained glass windows here in the back behind where your deceased sim would go. It's so stunning. Outside they have some beautiful landscaping sets. We've got another little fountain set up over here, and over here is where you can have all of your past sims go. They have different sets of grave sites, so they've got these stone ones, and then they also just have like a little headstone area right here, so you can fit a lot of sims here if you really wanted to. They also have a little crypt in the corner and more graves just peppered around and about the whole estate. But it is just so pretty. It looks so good in the game. Like, I'm so fully obsessed with this one. I think this is a fabulous cemetery lot. Next up, we have the Café Imperial Co by aeromantica, and I will have all of this linked in the description in case you want to copy and paste names over. This is a cafe lot, and it is so cute in the downtown world of Crow's Crossing. I like all of the details and some of the little roof pieces and stuff that they added. I really love the style of this build. This is classified as a cafe, but they do have areas on the top floor if you wanted to furnish it. And if you have the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, you could have your Sims own this as a cafe. But as of right now, it's just blank area, so you can fill it how you want to fill it. They do have one furnished apartment over here, but there's a lot of room, so you can have a very large family own this place if you wanted to. Or if you want to risk it with for rent, you could also set this up as a for rent lot. So you've got some options here. So this side of the lot is the little house fully furnished. Moving to the center is where we have this beautiful cafe. It is so gorgeous. The little mirror details behind the menus, the bookshelves. It is so adorable. I love the colors. I feel like red really fits well in this Ravenwood area. And I like how cozy and quaint it is and how they use a lot of couch pieces instead of just like tables and chairs. And then moving over to the next building, it's almost like a little thrift shop area that also has a seance room right here in the back, which I feel is just like the most perfect thing for the Life and Death expansion pack. And I love how it fits in so well with the rest of the build. It just kind of settles in flawlessly. There's so many cute details on this build that I'm obsessed with. Like in front of our little thrift store, they have all this junk here in the front. We've got some outdoor seating here at our cafes with little fountains and whatnot. And then the house even has like a little yard and a for sale sign or like a for rent sign, which I think is so precious. But I really like this lot for how versatile it is. So it is a perfect cafe, but if you wanted to run it as like a thrift tea, you could replace the cafe out with boba. You could also have this work for rent and have people rent the upstairs floors. And you could also use Businesses and Hobbies to own this business and run like a cafe / seance business, which is probably what I would do if I was gonna play in this lot. Moving on to our next lot, we've got Crow's Perch by KA0260, and this is actually a restaurant lot. It doesn't have it anywhere in the name, but I'll put it in parentheses in the description so you know. And it looks so cute sitting up here at the top above like the little downtown area. I love how the build style fits in so well with everything around it as well. You'll enter over here on this little diagonal, and they have an adorable host station set up where you can then move into the main dining area. There is a beautiful little bar back here with all these like greenhouse windows that come with the Life and Death expansion pack. We've got a couple of bathrooms in the corner. They even have like a beautiful little pergola patio situation outside with a fountain in it. And then the restaurant kitchen is over here in this corner. I love how industrial it looks, but they still really stuck with some of the life and death styles, which is nice. Moving upstairs, we have some seating for some bigger groups as well as some more smaller seatings. And I love how you can see the bottom dining floor from here, as well as like this beautiful statue cut out in the top. I just think it's so pretty. There's so many beautiful details here, and the lighting on this lot is so perfect to me. There's also some outdoor seating here in the back off of the little patio. And then they use these big bar lights. So the bar has like a very, very tall ceiling, which I just kind of think is so stunning. You won't be able to see that super well in gameplay, but like architecturally speaking, I think it's gorgeous. Moving on up to the Whispering Glen neighborhood, we're gonna start with this library and bar. This is the Ravenwood Library and Bar by amandakatanda. I think it looks so perfect over in this area. It almost looks like it's somehow semi a part of the ruins behind it. I don't know if that's what they were going for or if it's even really meant to go here on this lot, but I thought it looked really, really nice here. This lot has two separate main buildings. So there's this building, which is the actual bar lot over here. So when you come in, they have this beautiful, huge wraparound bar area with a lot of cute little seatings off in the corner. They went with this gorgeous emerald green color, which if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I'm kind of obsessed with. And then upstairs on this side is just some more beautiful lounge seating at the top. They've got some little games tables outside, including chess. And this is the bar space for this lot. Moving over to the second building, this is the library area of the lot. So they went with the more red burgundy-ish color over here. We've got a computer set up, a little kid corner, plenty of books and whatnot, of course, and more of the same upstairs, but it's an absolutely stunning style. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. And then outside, we've got some extra things like a beautiful little painting and crafting station. We've got one of the woohoo blankets out here, a grill. They've got some extra patio seating. We've also got some like gardener pots as well as a few things for like kids, like a swing set. I love, love, love a multifunctional lot. I just feel like we have such limited lots with each world. So it's really nice if you can mix and match one lot to have multiple things. But this one is so perfect up here. And I feel like Ravenwood needs like a library type of lot. Speaking of things Ravenwood needs, the other thing is a wedding venue. And this is Hay Hill Church by auroradora. I also feel like in this area of Mourning Vale, this just fits in so perfectly. And I don't know why I feel like this area calls for like a cute little quaint church, but it definitely does. This one is set to be a wedding venue. So on the main floor is where we have that actual wedding space. They've got the aisle, a beautiful little arch, plenty of seating for your guest. And then over here, they just kind of have like a little foyer zone and a couple of bathrooms. Over to the right of that, we have this beautiful gardenscape over here where they do use the fountain from the romantic garden stuff. And this fountain is actually so fun for gameplay. So I love when it can get included. You may notice these little squares on the ground. These are VFX effects, which means like in live mode, these won't be squares anymore. They'll be whatever is on the square. So they'll be like little lightning bugs. Wait, that sounded so southern of me. There'll be little fireflies floating around everywhere. And these are gonna make it even more stunning in live mode. Over to the left, we've got some fountain. We'll have some more of the fireflies. And then we have like a little wedding reception zone where we have some dance floors, a little table set up for all of you and your guests to eat, as well as a little place for people to perform. And then here, this pond will be filled with all kinds of different fish and geese and ducks and whatnot. So I feel like this in live mode is going to be the most beautiful lot. And it just fits in so nicely out here, like on the little countryside of Ravenwood. I adore it. Oh, I think I called this Mourning Vale at some point. This is Whispering Glen. We were just in Whispering Glen, so I'm sorry if I messed that up. I think I did. Now we're moving to Mourning Vale, and we're gonna be starting with a club. I feel like a ghost club is perfect for life and death. This is the Club Eternity Reno by Fleuralia. It's semi-limited pack build, which is nice, but it looks so amazing from the outside. I love the string lights. I love like the little glass roof bit that they have up here as well. And then moving into the actual lot, I think this one is really similarly set up style-wise to the original Club Eternity. It's just been kind of facelifted a little bit, which is all I feel like the Club Eternity needed. Most of the builds for Life and Death, I believe, were simmer builds, so most of them were pretty decent already, but to build for EA, there's a lot of limitations, and this will just not have those limitations. But we've got these little cutouts with some seating zones. which I think look really, really nice. We've got our bar here in the back and then a little dance floor zone here on this beautiful red rug with lights all around it. Back here we have like another little solo dancing zone, which is actually really cute. And they're using these dance floors from the Party Essentials kit, so they're invisible in live mode, which I also kind of love. But if you don't have Party Essentials, you can always swap this out with a different dance floor or just not have a dance floor. So I don't think it's a must-have. But they'll be smoky in live mode, which I think is perfect for a club like this. We've got a couple of bathrooms on either side. And then heading upstairs, we've got some beautiful seating zones that overlook the dance floor areas. We also have like a piano set up back here so you can have your Sims come practice music. Out on the patio, we've got some chests and a telescope as well as a woohoo blanket. I almost didn't even see that there. I just happened to hover over it. So I love how tucked away that is. And on the downstairs patio, they've got some outdoor seating as well. They also snuck in one of the fountains from Romantic Garden, which once again, I love. I just think this is really nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful reno that doesn't compromise the original build, but really adds to it. And it just fits so well over in this area of the world. And then last but not least, we have the Grim Reaper Library by this creator here. I feel like the Life and Death pack is so enriched with history and like ghost lore that the libraries just make a lot of sense. And when here in Mourning Vale makes the most sense to me. Plus, like, it looks so good out here. This library actually reminds me a lot of the place where you go to work for the Grim Reaper. It's not identical by any means, but it's like the same vibes, I guess is how I would say it. But it's really pretty. It's got a lot of book clutter, a lot of beautiful seating areas, and then upstairs some more of the same. But it does look really nice. It's very dark and moody. There's extra things like chess tables out on the porches and whatnot. And then heading downstairs, there's like a whole other little world down here. It's like you go into a portal or something. The underworld, if you will, where there's now skulls peppered throughout the whole thing. Odd little statues around and about. And if you go down one more floor, there's even more skulls with a little portal that I think this is the Realm of Magic one, but I think they're kind of trying to emulate the Grim Reaper portal that is actually at the career for the Grim Reaper. But also really nice if you were playing with the Realm of Magic sim, you could use this. It's super cute. It just felt right. I don't know. You know what I mean. If you played with the Life and Death world, all the skulls, like the fact that feels like a portal to the underworld in and of itself just feels really, really right for the world of Mourning Vale. But if you don't want the creepiness, just like don't go down on the floors, and then you just still have like a really nice historical looking library. So it's basically a win-win for everybody, but this one is so pretty. So here's a look at the full map and where I have everything placed. Down in Crow's Crossing, we've got the cemetery where the cemetery always goes, the cafe here, and the restaurant here. Moving up to Whispering Glen, we have the bar and library lot here and the wedding venue here. This is a wedding venue. I don't know why it's reverted to residential. That is a bug that's happening, but on the gallery, this is a wedding venue. And then moving up to Mourning Vale, we have the Club Eternity Reno, where Club Eternity usually goes. And then over here, we have the Grim Reaper Library. If you made it this far in the video, let me know which one of these must-have lots is your favorite. I think next on the chopping block, I am finally gonna tackle Newcrest. So if you have any suggestions for what you feel belongs in Newcrest, let me know in the comments below as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!